most dominant artist is Picasso. And in this sale, there are several outstanding examples that were consigned from the estate of Dodie Rosecrans. And they're interesting both as individual pictures and as representing the span of Picasso's career. The earliest one is 1930. It's a surrealist picture. It's a landscape with what looks like a bone sculpture in the middle of it. It's actually a portrait of one of the women who was closest to him in his life. The next picture is 1956, reflects a very different side of him. It's a portrait of one of his children, Paloma Picasso. The condition is absolutely fantastic. It's as fresh as the day it came out of the studio. The third picture is one of the late pictures, a painting of 1970, known as The Couple. It's a man and a woman. It's very likely these two figures are surrogates for Picasso himself and the last great love of his life, Jacqueline. It's a picture which is defined by very, very cursive brushwork. The forms are almost sculptural, and I think this is an exceptional painting.
I am Picasso. I'd like to paint your portrait. Picasso spoke his opening words to Marie-Thérèse Walter outside the Galerie Lafayette in Paris in 1927. With those words began perhaps the greatest sustained creative peak in Picasso's long career. Femme Lisant is a monumental example of the extraordinary imagery that Marie-Thérèse inspired in Picasso during the early 1930s. These shapes and boneless forms underline what an erotic presence Marie-Thérèse represented in Picasso's imagination. "I want to paint like a blind man," he once said, "who paints a buttock by feel alone." This is an image of rapture, of fantasy, a stunning blend of sensual beauty and psychological intensity that represents a great opportunity for today's collectors.